Does the government now accept the National Crime Agency's advice that a deterrent is needed, like the Rwanda scheme, which they cancelled before it even started?
I think Andy Burnham, the Manchester mayor, summed up the Tories' position on the Rwanda scheme best.
It was just interesting, if I could just say, listening to the Shadow Home Secretary about the Rwanda scheme. If they were so confident in it, I think they would have delayed the general election, wouldn't they, to when the first planes took off. But it's noticeable that they didn't do that, because they know it was a colossal failure and waste of money.
But let's hear a bit more from Chris GULP Philp, the oily Tory.
Now, the government last week were trumpeting their removals figures. Will they honestly accept that only a tiny fraction of removals relate to people that arrived by small boat? In fact, in their first 3 months, only the removals amounted to only 5% of people who entered the UK by small boat. And will she accept that allowing 95% of small boat arrivals to stay is no deterrent at all?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the Shadow Home Secretary appears to have forgotten what happened when he was in government. In fact, for the first 6 months of this year, he will know that the numbers of those arriving on small boats was the highest for any 6 months on record. He will know also that the government spent over 700 million on a failed Rwanda scheme that saw 4 volunteers go to Rwanda. I won't take any lessons from the Shadow Home Secretary, Mr. Speaker. They should take responsibility for their record and they should apologise for it.
Click here for Dismal Mel Stride, the Tory Shadow Chancellor.